yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you. Yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you. Yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you. Yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you, love her like you. Oh, yes, I love her like you.
Fans Only is a sports podcast intended for mature audiences and contains profanity as well as extremely spirited conversation. What you see and hear are the sole opinions and depictions of each individual, not at all inclusive of the entire cast or any guests associated with our show. Thanks for tuning in, and always remember to stand on business.
Nigga, just have my chocho ready. Shout out to the defense, too.
I would have remembered if it had messed my bread off, but it didn't.
Year.
What's up, little bro?
You had to get me back from last week.
That's what you is. I didn't have to get you back from nothing. I'm just calling it what it is.
Nigga, when you give people a platform, specifically, you know what I'm saying? It's specifically a certain type person. They gonna overdo it every time.
Biracial.
Yo, what's popping, nigga? How you feeling? What's happening?
Chilling. Long weekend. About to be another long weekend.
Feel that? What you had going on? What did you have going on, and what do you have going on?
Well, I went to a crawfish boil this past weekend in Virginia, and I was just absolutely just know it was free beer, like just free drinks, all you can drink, and they were all on draft too, so or on tap rather. So that was that. You said what?
I said that's your shit right there, ain't it?
Yeah. That's me. And then this weekend I'm going to the beach for a bachelor trip. So yeah.
Busy man. That's what's up.
Yeah, I don't think I'm free for the rest of the month of June as far as any weekends.
Yeah, I think that's how my life is about to be too. I have God willing, the weather permitting, I'll have baseball tournament in Virginia this weekend. Then Monday I fly out to Connecticut. So we're gonna actually have to pre-record next week's episode. I need to tell you that. But we'll talk about it. Because it seems like that may not be able to happen. So we may have to push or do something. I don't know. Connecticut Monday or Massachusetts Monday. Come back on Thursday. Then another baseball tournament in either Virginia or somewhere like 45 to an hour away from me. Then that following weekend, back to Massachusetts for the 4th of July. Cole concert on the 10th. And depending on what my money look like, after all of that, I might be getting me and my pops tickets to go see Usher and Breezy. So it just, I need more cho. If anybody feels like they feel led by God right now to donate to FPFO, aka JJ, the JJ Fund, just go ahead and send a super chat and just say the JJ Fund, just so there's no confusion.
Stop begging, bro. Stop begging, bro. Stop begging.
Stop begging, bro. I'm just telling niggas what I need, bro.
Bro, you taking all of these trips and going on vacation, and you want somebody to donate to you? You should have planned better. Like I did.
It's not really like vacation like that. Well, actually, some of them are, but not all of them.
Yeah, you should have planned better.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear.
And the weekends for baseball, you're gonna be making money. So
hey, don't count my pockets, bro. And that's why you gotta watch the niggas around you because they'll try to block your blessing. See?
I'm not counting your pockets. I'm just letting you know that you're gonna be getting some kind of check. So the weekends where you're like, oh, I gotta call baseball, like, bro, you're gonna be getting paid for that. So whatever money you got, it's going right back in your account.
See, but the problem. See, I'm just telling y'all, bro. Y'all know we always give y'all life lessons on FPFO, especially when it comes to the folks around you. You just got to make sure you keep your eyes on them because they'll try and block your blessing. They'll get the count in your pockets. They'll do a lot of shit now. They'll do a lot of shit. If you don't establish boundaries, they'll do a lot of shit. I'm telling you.
How I get to blocking your blessings though? like what? Like what that got to do with you saying you're gonna be getting paid? Yeah, you said I said stop betting.
Stop begging.
Oh yeah. Stop begging, bro. Stop begging and stop betting. Both. Hey, actually both.
I don't bet.
That's
I
not
don't
true,
bet.
bro.
I
And then
don't
you
bet
get
no
up
more.
here and lie. You get
No,
up
I
here
don't
and
bet
lie,
no more.
bro. Like
Bro,
you're
the
gonna
most,
be. You
bro,
talking about me blocking your blessings? You gonna be blocking your own by lying.
listen, I bet $30 total last week, and that was like on one day, and then I just stopped. But I am next week when I go to Connecticut. Actually, no, I'm not even gonna say that because then I don't want niggas knowing where I'm staying at.
Casino.
Just oh yeah,
Because you know the funny thing. Hold on. When are you going to Connecticut?
I'm going to Connecticut next Monday.
Oh, never
Like
mind.
7 days from
I'll be in Connecticut in July,
what July?
like July 11th, around that
Oh
time.
nah. I'll
But
be
I'm
up
gonna
there. I'll
be.
be in the Northeast. I'll be in the Northeast like 2 out of the next 3 weeks.
But I heard about the casino too, so
In Springfield,
I guess that's where it's at.
Massachusetts, I think. That's the one that I'm going to.
Oh, it's in Massachusetts.
Yeah, well, that's where I'm staying at. I
Mm.
probably shouldn't say that, but it's okay. The niggas try and walk down. Trust me.
Well, somebody apparently seen my license plate the other day, so if they wanted
Shout
to
out
do
to
that,
bro. Shout out, bro. Shout out, bro. Yeah, that's really why I've been hesitant about that shit too. Cause I want to put that shit on the charger. I want to put it on the charger, but the way them niggas got to getting in our DMs and talking the way they were talking, yeah, that shit made me start riding around with that big shit in my
I'm
trunk.
not. Yeah, see, I'm not really nervous because, yeah.
I'm in fear for my life. Hey, if anything happened, matter of fact, let me not even put that shit in the atmosphere and play with it. God forgive me. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out all the mods. Shout out to all the subscribers that's going to watch us on the playback. We coming to y'all at 7 p.m. today because game 3 of the NBA Finals tonight at 8:30. If you haven't been tuned into the NBA Finals, just know you're missing a classic, missing a show. The same is true for the Stanley Cup Final. If you haven't been watching that, featuring your Carolina Hurricanes, completely missing out. These are two of the best series that I've seen in the respective sport, both of them in quite some time. So we're gonna get out of here. I told Terrence today, this afternoon or this morning, we have a hard out at 8:33. So again, shout out to everybody that's watching on the playback. If you missed us live, it has nothing to do with you. It was totally on us. We kind of threw it out there, didn't start promoting the episode until like an hour before we started. So yeah, I'm expecting quite a few people to be watching on the playback. But everybody that is joining us live right now, shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all for being here. If you haven't already, make sure to tap in with us on social media, as you see down below, at For Panthers Fans Only on TikTok and Instagram, at FPFO_podcast on Twitter. Shout out to everybody that's watching live on Twitter right now. Appreciate y'all. If you're not following right now, make sure to do that. If you're watching on YouTube right now, you can click the description down below. Join our FPFO road game experience. We'll be doing a little promo video for that. So if you're unfamiliar with what that is and you're new here, because there's quite a few of you guys that have just started subscribing and just started watching consistently. If you're unfamiliar with what the FPFO road game experience entails, then we'll be showing you a little piece of that as well in our promo video coming up in the next week or so. I see Dez in the chat, actually a winner from last year. So shout out to Dez. Appreciate you tuning in, Brody. Hope everything is going well. Hope to see you and Cody and Nola this year with us, bro. Like I said last week, I want to build on it. I want to build on it every year. I want all winners in attendance, even though,
what if they do get it? Do they get to win 2 years in a row or no?
No, unfortunately not. we had to put the winners. If you won the previous year, you had to go on a 1-year suspension. And suspension isn't the right it's not the right word because that has a negative connotation. And I don't think it's a negative thing, but it's just like I feel like that would be unfair to everybody else that's entering.
Yeah, for sure.
So but yeah. So like I said, shout out to everybody. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure to enter the FPFO Road Game Experience 2.0. If you're not familiar with us and what we have going on, if you are interested in potentially purchasing merch like you see here, or our classic OG Carolina Reaper tee, the first to do it in the space, really the first to do it overall, everybody, before niggas even fully embraced the Reaper nickname. You can go over to 4PanthersFansOnly.com right now, go shop our merch. And that's where obviously our home base is. You can tap in with everything that we're doing and have going on over there. So that's the intro. Again, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell notification on. Appreciate everybody being here.
I have a question.
Of course.
All right. So aren't you familiar? You're familiar with how expensive the tickets are to the games, right?
For sure.
I was having a conversation with Tavian. Would you pay that amount if the Panthers was in the Super Bowl?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. I already told you last week I would take a loan out for. I told you I would take a $20,000 personal loan out.
He tried to tell me he wouldn't do it. I was like,
he's a liar.
I was like, bro, the Cowboys hasn't done anything relevant in 30 years.
Since he's been alive.
I was like, so you're telling me that you're willing to risk another 30 years to get that opportunity again? And he was like, well, what if I go there and they lose? I'm like, bro, what if you go and they win? And you could have went and you just chose to sit it out because you scared to spend a little bit of money. It ain't a little bit of money, but still,
it's a fuck ton of money. But I mean, it's just, I mean, I guess it's priorities and what you value. But if the Carolina Panthers, like you said, we talked about this last week. But if the Panthers ever, I was considering going to Toronto in 2019. And I didn't even have no show like that for real then. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing side shit. like, you know what I'm saying? I considered that, but I just couldn't make it happen because I wouldn't have been able to get my passport in time. And I didn't want to go see it on the road. Like, I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to go to California to go see that shit. But yeah, hell yeah, bro. That shit is like opportunities like that, bro. You can't like just say nah because of the way your situation looked in that moment. Because for me, the way I think about it is, nigga, I'm gonna get it back. I'm a hustler, so I'm gonna get the shit back. Like, I'm gonna get it back, and I'm gonna do what I need to do. But if my team, but again, you know how hard I go, and matter of fact, how hard we go behind the Panthers. Like, nigga, I know that if the Panthers make the Super Bowl, I know that you're gonna be in the flight in the seat right beside me, bro.
Yes,
I already know, like it's a guarantee. So I'm doing that shit wholeheartedly. No question about it. Especially the Super Bowl, like the finals is a little bit different, bro, because like they're not gonna clinch tonight, no matter if they win or lose.
Yeah, exactly.
But like that's their first time being in that shit in 27 years, like, and they haven't won one in what, like 60 plus. So it's just like, yeah, bro, that's history. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a long 11 years, bro, and that's like a memory that's gonna last with you forever. Like, win or lose, if you pull up, win or lose, like that's gonna be something that you're gonna remember for the rest of your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to go watch my team legitimately participate for the largest prize in sports. Yeah. I mean, I'm doing it. No, I'm not even thinking. I told you last week, nigga, I'm taking that loan out, nigga. I'm taking that loan out. 1,000%. No question. No question. Speaking of that, I just want to go on record and say this because we came in here and we big up Victor Wembanyama last week, and we talked about how he looked, how he had Chet looking in the Western Conference Finals. Cat is giving him a taste of his own medicine.
Got him looking the same way.
Got him looking the same exact way. Got his heart in his pocket. Got his heart in his pocket. Nigga told him at halftime at the buzzer, the nigga can't fuck with me. He can't. I'm just telling you what he told the national public, ABC, ESPN. Nigga said, and he can't fuck with me. I said, oh, so that's the cat that I like seeing, because I'm not even the biggest cat fan. I don't even really got a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Pre this NBA finals, I ain't really have a lot of respect for him, because anytime a nigga can have you tapping out on the hardwood because he got the chokehold around your neck as a grown man, like, nigga, I'm gonna just look at you a certain way, bro. I am.
Bro,
But he get his shit back though.
If somebody choke you out like that, you gonna tap out too. Like, what you mean?
Nigga, it ain't, but the thing about it is, this is the thing though, bro. This is the thing though, Terrence. Check me out though. This is the thing. In that setting, nigga, it ain't no point in you tapping out, because nigga, he ain't just gonna let you go, because like, nigga, it's the NBA. Like, we not talking about commissioned fight. Like, nigga, it's a damn street fight, nigga, and I put my hands on you. I'm not giving a fuck about you tapping out. What I'm gonna tap out for, nigga? You might as well die. What that nigga Drake say? What he say? I'd much rather death than submission. Yeah, nigga. Yeah. yeah. Send me out of here, because I just can't have that kind of stain on my body. Like, nigga, I'm tapping out in a street fight. Like, yeah, nigga. Unfortunately, I can't go. That's just me though. Everybody is different. That nigga was tapping on the hardwood. I looked at him a certain way. The past 2 games in the NBA Finals, I look at him totally different. I look at him like he's one of the best big men in the NBA. And he's dominating this shit. And transparently, if they go on to win, he probably should win Finals MVP. If we're just talking about it right now.
Why is that?
Off right now? Are you kidding? Nigga, everything has gone through him. The Knicks offense last game went completely silent when that nigga came off the court in the third quarter of game 2, when they gave him them 2 quick ass bullshit fouls.
Yeah, but they're also gonna look at Jalen Brunson's statistics and also what he's been able to do in the clutch as well. The last 2 games, he closed out both of those games.
They can't. He didn't really close. Honestly, he didn't really close out game 2. He hit the free throw, but he missed the back end of the shit.
Yeah, but did you not see the shot? The shot he hit with 40 seconds left was identical to the same thing that he hit in game 1. That was to even tie them up. And then he went down and got fouled and went to the free throw line and put them up 1. Yeah, so he scored like their last 3 or 4 points.
Yeah, that don't hold that. His impact on the game right now is not what Cat's impact is right now. And when I'm talking about most valuable team, I'm talking about you being the most valuable player to your team. Jalen Brunson has shot terribly from the field. He's had multiple turnovers. Cat has, for the overwhelming majority, done a pretty good job on Wembanyama as much as you can. And the nigga done had a double-double, if I'm not mistaken, in both games. Yeah, nigga. And everything is going through him. And defensively, San Antonio, specifically Victor Wembanyama, is having to adjust to what Cat is doing and how he plays, because he is a stretch 5. So yeah, nigga, you ain't gonna be able to just sit in the paint like you was against Hartenstein and them other niggas that was scared of you. No, come guard me out here, nigga. Yeah, and then
I'm just telling you, it just might not go like that. That's all I'm telling you. So don't be surprised if they still give it to Jalen Brunson.
That would be disgusting. If they do, that would be disgusting. But it wouldn't be the first time, because they gave that bitch to Andre Iguodala because he held Bron to 30 points.
Yeah, I was about to say,
and 8 assists. So
still damn near dropped a triple-double on them, and they average a triple-double on them. They say, yeah, here's Finals MVP. And that is going to be one of the things that leaves a stain on Curry's legacy.
On Curry's legacy, nah, that's real. So he don't got. Well, he has.
He only has one. He only has one. KD won the other 2. Iggy won 1, and then he won the one against Boston.
Yeah. Black. All sizes are available on forPanthersFansOnly.com right now, and these are honestly budget friendly. These are budget friendly, and honestly, all of our shit transparently is budget friendly. So if y'all want to go over right now, again, forPanthersFansOnly.com. These are 30. I think the OG Reaper tees are 40. We don't have any Reaper hoodies available right now. Those are sold out. I think we have one Nalo crew neck left, and I think it's a XL, if I'm not mistaken. And we have some JC Horn merch available as well. So yeah, we got all sizes available in the protective bank and the 8 ball right now. And I agree with this too. Wembanyama, when he came down the lane, when them niggas was in transition, and he came down the lane and he just did that little finger roll, it resulted in an and one. But nigga, I'm not gonna lie to you. You supposed to set the whole state of Texas off.
I'm not
to set that hoe off, nigga.
I'm not that mad at that because he still came through there and he hit the free throw. So I'm not that mad at that. The play that made me mad was when he threw that dumbass pass to Stephon Castle.
Yeah,
and I'm like, bro, just dribble the ball up court.
It's just young, bro. It's just young. That was a young mistake. That's a 22-year-old mistake. Biggest moment of your career, year 3 of your NBA career, or year 2? Year 3.
Year 3 moment. Yeah.
I think that the foul was worse than the turnover. You can't foul that far away from the basket. That is, you can live with the turnover because you can let your guys get back on defense. That's just a miscommunication. The foul to me was what was worse. And they still got a good look to win the game, bro. But the reason why I think San Antonio was fried is because both games they don't have big leads and they done blew them shits. And the Knicks have shown the ability to close out games at a much more efficient clip than they have. That's a problem when they're closing better than you in your home. And what MSG is going to be tonight, I don't know if them niggas is ready for. I think it's raps, bro. I think the shit is runs.
Yeah, they just not scared when San Antonio goes up. As long as they able to keep it in arm's length, like they just have the experience and the depth that they're just like, it's a lot of people on their team that can really go get a bucket.
Nah, facts. Omar, why you hate Wemby? Is that, matter of fact, since we're on that, is that just where we want to start? Is that just where we want to start?
Are you about to try to swing in a narrative?
No, not at all. I'm just saying, is that just where we want to start? I guess we should start our Panthers talk here since we said 8:33. We got an hour and 6 minutes. I guess this is where we should start our Panthers talk. Yesterday, Xavier Legette had bro in the trenches. Yeah. And
that's so not the trenches, by the way.
My whole thing is, nigga, when I speak, y'all should listen because I've been telling y'all that things just don't seem as though it looks right and proper with XL and Bryce's relationship. And so when I see my nigga going above and beyond to try and, get him and his quarterback on the same page, like inviting him to the trail ride, shit like that. Shout out X, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out X. Now, Terrence, on the other hand, tried to rage baby at 9:15 in the morning. Now, I like to wake up, listen to some praise and worship, pray, things like that. And immediately as I woke up, somebody tried to get me out of the spirit of God. And so, Terrence, I'm going to give the floor to you because I know that you were hating on this, and I'll pull up the video after you say what you want to say. But, how do you feel about it? That's all I'm going to ask. How do you feel about it?
I don't understand how I was hating. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I think it's good that they're bonded. And I even asked you, I was like, so now does that kill your narrative of you saying that Bryce dislikes XL? Because I never thought that was the case. I thought that Bryce is more so looking like, and I said this last week, Bryce is more so looking like, I'm in a contract year. I have a lot of stuff I need to prove, and there's just other guys that I trust more than you right now when it comes to catching the football, which I think that is valid based on what XL has put on the film versus a T-Mac versus a Jalen Coker, and et cetera. So that's the only thing that I was saying. I mean, I think it was great that they were bonding. The only thing that I said about the video is that I would prefer my star/franchise quarterback to be riding a four-wheeler with a helmet on. The same thing for my rookie wide receiver that I drafted in the draft to be riding a four-wheeler with a helmet on. And then XL as well. You don't ride horses with a helmet on, but he's been doing that his whole life. So it's not really more so geared towards him. But I'm just like, hey, the season is about to start soon. Hey, let's be a little bit more careful. It's okay that y'all are hanging out, happy to see it. Let's just be a little bit more careful. So that's one less thing that we have to worry about because it only takes one. I've been in those situations a lot. That's all I grew up doing. It only takes one person to want to be dumb especially one person to want to be in front of the camera and get some attention, and something dumb happens, runs up on the back of Bryce on the four-wheeler, runs into him, and then, boom. So that's the only thing that I was saying. But I'm happy to see them bonding. So I don't know what kind of narrative you want to spin from that, but go ahead.
No, I'm glad. Good. That's all I wanted to hear. That's all I wanted to hear, nigga. Hey, and if y'all haven't done so already, again, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn the bell notification on. We dropped the Xavier Legette highlight tape yesterday, actually. And it just so happened, God is so amazing. It just so happened that Xavier Legette's name gets to get buzzing as soon as we drop the tape. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. Shout out to X and Chris and Bryce, all of the guys. They're just guys, man. Nobody should take this shit too serious. At the end of the day, they're just guys. They're young men. You know what I'm saying? They want to get outside and do, young men shit. Niggas ain't nothing but 22, 23, 24, 25 years old. Like, yeah, nigga, we going outside. Like, I see a couple of people on Twitter, like, just overreacting and just doing too much. Like,
about what?
Like, just about them being, like you said, having a helmet on. I think one clip, Bryce was standing up on the four-wheeler, like shit like that. And yeah, the season is right around the corner, but it seemed like it was a very controlled environment. It didn't seem like it was nothing crazy going on. Like, it seemed like the guys were just chilling on the trail ride, man. That's it. That's all it was to me. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was funny when I first seen it though, because Bryce is so damn little, and that four-wheeler is big as hell, and that nigga just looked like a little kid on that motherfucker.
Yeah, I think it was a pretty much controlled environment for the most part, but I think that fans have they have the right to, want to see him riding with a helmet on.
That's fair. I mean, it makes sense because I would hate. Oh God, I would because I say that, but if we got a different report, breaking news: Bryce Young injured in four-wheeler. Then I'm coming on here and I'm slandering a lot of niggas' names, and I'm starting with Xavier Legette.
Yeah, see, exactly. Exactly.
I'm just telling everybody now, that's how that would have went. But nah, shout out to the guys, man. I enjoyed seeing the guys outside. We got something similar to this last year when Nalo was doing his vlog consistently, his off-season vlog when the guys were I think they were out in Cali, if I'm not mistaken, either Cali or Hawaii, one of the two. Or maybe it might have even been Arizona. But all of the guys were together, working out. I think they ended up working out with Hoops Manzada for a little while that day. Went out to the lake or whatever on the boat. XL had a little viral clip again. Nigga, XL is good for business, bro. That's what I'll tell y'all. XL is good for business, but I know my co-host doesn't want to hear that because he's an XL hater. So
no, I don't. I want him to be good for business and football, and winning football games. That's all.
That's
like I would love to also see a clip of them out there throwing passes to each other. Working in the off, like really, really working in the off season. XL out there in Cali with T Mac and Bryce, and I think Jimmy Horn might have been out there one year. Last year, whenever it was, but out there, catching passes, that'll make me happy. But either way,
understood.
I'm happy that they're bonding. Shout out to them.
Your Wi-Fi is a little bit choppy. It sounded like you were in the Matrix for a second. I think you might be back though. Say something.
Yo,
you might have to leave and come back in.
Still choppy?
Yeah. Sounding very robotic. Yeah, we'll get that worked out and get him back in. But yeah, everybody just chill, man. Everybody just chill, bro. It ain't nothing to that. Oh yeah, nah, for sure. For sure. If they were doing too much, if they didn't keep it, you know what I'm saying? If they didn't keep it cute, this conversation would be completely different. I would be in here raging. But you know what I'm saying? They kept it chill, man. Just the guys on a Sunday evening, Sunday afternoon, vibing. That's all.
Is my joint still choppy?
Nah, you good. You back now.
Oh, I was about to say, because it looked like it's about to go crazy outside, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that shit is on the way here too. I'm not looking forward to it. It's gonna fuck some macho up. Hopefully it'll clear up by Thursday though, but I see it's supposed to be raining all damn week. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The XL, he's good for business. He's good for team chemistry. He's good for marketing. What more can you want? Production. Actually,
Yeah, I was about to say, do you want me to answer that question?
No, because it's gonna make it sound like you're a hater.
Yeah,
And
you're
you
gonna make
already
it
do that
sound like
enough.
that. You're
No,
gonna make it sound like
you
that.
already do that enough. The Blueprint. Did you get an opportunity to watch the Blueprint?
No, I was busy.
Oh, you didn't watch the Blueprint. We can't even talk about it.
You can talk about it.
Damn. Nah. I mean, I guess. I enjoyed it, bro. I thoroughly enjoyed the Blueprint. I'll go for it real quick, Terrence. Thoroughly enjoyed the Blueprint episode. I wanted to I think it dropped last Tuesday or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I wanted to watch on stream, but it just like the way it released and what I had going on, it just wouldn't work with my schedule. But thoroughly enjoyed the Blueprint episode. I always love seeing the behind the scenes of the inner workings of the organization and things that they had go on. There were a couple of things that stood out to me. Let me see. I have my notes here. One thing that stood out to me, which there's a couple of things. I think I want to wait, bro. I think I want to wait, Terrence. I don't know if I want to dive into it because I think that I want you to see the episode first and then we can talk about it. Because I have some notes here and I want to know how you feel about certain things. So I'm gonna hold off, but I'll just say I enjoyed the episode. I have my notes here, so once Terrence has the opportunity to watch the episode and formulate his opinion and things like that, we'll talk about it. So maybe that's something that we'll do on next week's episode. But I like the episode. There, like I said, there were a couple of things that stuck out to me. There were a couple of moments that gave me some cause for pause. One of those moments being EJ discussing drafting a safety and mentioning that they needed to find a guy to go beside Trevon Merrick. That was, a wake up call, in my opinion, to Nick Scott. Like, nigga, don't be comfortable, and you shouldn't be that anyway with just a 1 year deal. But that was one of those things that, like I said, gave me cause for pause because I'm just like, damn. So I don't know if cousin EJ trust that nigga like that for real.
Did I not mention that? Just curious.
When?
When the season got over, all the way up into the off season, that Nick Scott is not the answer back there, and you said that he plays serviceable, and we just all get fixated on that one picture from the playoffs.
Oh yeah, we've had that conversation on a couple of different occasions for sure. We have. I still disagree with you and EJ, nigga.
Oh, now you gonna disagree with EJ?
Yeah, I disagree with you and EJ. I'm just saying.
Ooh, I mean, that's surprising. That's alarming.
No, it's not alarming. It's not alarming. It may be surprising, but it's not alarming. That's number one. Secondly, we knew that internally they didn't necessarily feel the greatest about Nick Scott. Shit, they let him go outside and test the waters until he came back and signed only a 1 year deal. So we already knew going into the draft, which is why our mock drafts looked the way they did. We already knew they were going to be exploring their options at safety, and we knew they were going to try and find one that they felt comfortable with pairing beside Trevon Merrick. But it was just the way that he said it. It was just the tonality and just saying that, and then the content team keeping that in there. Because it's always like, it's a production. So they're going to do what they want to do. They're going to cut it up and do what they need to do. But that to me was very like, oh, Nick Scott, you got to be on your shit, and I expect you to make a statement this year.
Well,
they think that you're sweet.
Without complete context, if that's the case, and you're saying, speaking of his tonality towards the situation, then that makes me think that he feels like the defense will be significantly better without Nick Scott out there. If they have someone, if they have someone to replace him,
maybe.
If he felt the need, like, hey, what was he like? Was he saying like we need to go in the draft to go get this player?
Yeah, this was in the war room. No, this was in the war room. This was in the war room, like in the heat of battle. Like, we got to find a safety. We got to find a safety. We'd love to have a safety coming out of the draft. To go beside Trevon Merrick. And he said the same thing. And this gave me pause for cause too, or cause for pause as well. Because he didn't only say that about Trevon Merrick, but he also said it about Shaw Smith-Wade and Corey Thornton. because he said they were talking, they were discussing the secondary, and he was like, yeah, you feel good about J.C. Horn, you feel really good about Mike Jackson. Now it's just time to go get that third one. And I'm just in my head like, nigga, Corey Thornton looked great to me when he got opportunities at the beginning of last year, and Shaw. I mean, I know he's not the answer. So.
Yeah. But also when you think about it, because we both thought Corey looked good for the limited amount of time that we seen him, but at the same time, he didn't really get a lot of reps. Like most of the times that he was popping off was more so during preseason. But it's like, do you trust Corey Thornton enough to throw him in that starting nickel spot?
You want me to give you my answer?
I mean, based on what you have on the team, yes, probably now. But if you had the opportunity to go and get someone else, would you,
I'm gonna tell you
do you
what I'm
think
not
Corey
gonna like.
Thornton is good enough not to, explore your options at that position?
I think that, we always talk about depth on this podcast. So I think that depth is always going to be the answer. That's how the Eagles have been successful. That's how, New England was successful when they had their run. That's how LA has been, successful and serviceable at times. Even when you see their guys go down like a Matthew Stafford, Baker still is able to come in and kind of keep them competitive in individual ball games, not in the overall grand scheme of things in that regard, but depth is always going to be key, and it's always going to be champion from me personally. So to answer your question, no, I don't feel good enough about anybody on the team to say we don't need to get better in certain positions in certain areas, because I feel like you'd be misguided if you had that opinion about a team that only won 8 ball games last year. So I think that from that standpoint, yes, you absolutely need to better the roster and challenge the roster at every step of the way. But again, it was just the way that he said it and the way that he presented it. Now, I'm going to tell you this, because I've seen a lot of reports coming out of OTAs about J.C. Horn finally starting to travel it a little bit. They had a couple of reps where he was playing a nickel, going in different positions, playing different roles. I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to go on record and say this right now. So when this shit happens, or when shit hits the fan during the season, y'all won't be able to say we didn't see it coming. I do not want Will Lee playing on the outside. I'm gonna just go ahead and say this too, and this is not me picking out the rookie to pick on like I typically do this year. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just telling y'all, based on what the film shows me and tells me, I don't think the nigga is ready. So if they are going to be letting JC roam a little bit more and got a little bit more depth in the room, let Corey Thornton be the one that you send on the outside, or you do whatever you need to do to get it freaky. So Corey Thornton, JC, and Mike are the guys on the field at the same time, on the outside in the slot. Because they
you got to give them
told
time
us the other day. No, 1,000%. But I'm saying right now, no. So it ain't even no point in them experimenting with that nigga outside with me. But I'm quick to shut it down quick.
Yeah, you got to give it time.
I'll shut it down quick. But I know there's a lot of people out there that are really, really, and I'll say this: I do appreciate and respect and love the mentality from Will Lee. I think that he has the potential to be a guy that's serviceable and play at the NFL level. But right now, I don't think that he has that.
Well,
but again, it is only June. He got drafted 2 months ago.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel more comfortable with Will Lee, or did you feel more comfortable with a CJ Henderson and a Keith Taylor?
Oh, Will Lee.
Okay, well, let's ride out there. Let's rock out there, because
that is, with all due respect, that's just shitty option to have. That's shitty option to have, and they don't show me what they're gonna do with the money on the line.
That's what we seen with the better part of 2 years at one point.
I mean, that's very true. That's very true. Shout out to J.C. Horn.
So I'd rather roll with Will Lee and Corey Thornton.
Black, this is a great point. I was actually heading down this path. Dave Canales this summer did say and did tell the media and us as fans that at the beginning of the season last year, Corey Thornton beat out Shaw Smith-Wade for that starting nickel position. So that's something that we have to keep in mind and take into consideration too, as these things start to play out and kind of, the the depth chart starts releasing and things like that as well, I'm expecting it to be Mike, JC, or let me be respectful. I'm expecting it to be JC, Mike, and Corey Thornton in that slot. And I really, really want to see, because Corey Thornton, though he did a lot of good things, there were some things mechanically that he was still shaky in, particularly on the outside. That's what I'm looking for, because then that's what is going to give you the ability, like me and Terrence talk about on multiple occasions, that's going to give you the ability to do a couple of different things from a scheme standpoint and change your personnel a little bit and potentially let a JC Horn travel with the best receiver or give you the best matchup across the board, no matter what the situation is, when you can have that comfort level of putting your starting quote unquote nickel on the outside as well. So that's what I'm looking for. That's something that I'm going to be really tuned into in training camp. Obviously, we're all going to be locked into that wide receiver battle, because I think that we're going to touch on that here in a second, because I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all this. I'm just so sick and tired of or did we may have talked about this last week. I don't know. I didn't rewatch the episode. Did we talk about Chris Brazel's little or no, that was Jonathon Brooks. That was the Jonathon Brooks video that had dropped last week, right? And then like the next day or 2 days after, they dropped the Chris Brazel video that everybody was ejaculating over, including yourself, because the nigga caught a 5 or 6 yard slant. I'm tired of it. I'm just letting everybody know. I'm letting everybody know, including Terrence. Niggas on their knees behind this nigga. He ain't done shit yet. And we're getting gassed up about a slant route.
Like I said, you've been the same way about players before you've seen them step on the field for us, based on what you've seen in training camp.
I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, that is very true. There's no way that you're sitting here telling me, since we've been doing the pod, out of all training camps and OTAs, you've never been gassed up by a guy with what he was just doing in a helmet and t-shirt.
Yeah, yes, no, I'll be honest. There's a possibility. Actually, it's not even a possibility.
It's 1,000% true.
Yeah, no, that definitely has happened. 1,000%. But also the difference is I didn't succumb to propaganda. That's the difference. Y'all are succumbing to propaganda. I was seeing that shit with my own eyes myself. Now, if you look at that video, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to find it. I gotta search harder. I'm not searching hard enough. Because if you look at that video, niggas just get the, like, you know what I'm saying? Like getting fanned out behind the most basic shit, bro.
It's because they probably know that there's other receivers. I'm gonna put it plural. It's
just embarrassing, bro.
Just listen. I'm gonna make it plural because I don't want it to seem like I'm singling anyone out. They probably seen other receivers on the roster that, you know, you put in that situation may or may not catch that pass.
It just hasn't happened. It hasn't happened. It's a false narrative. It's a false narrative, bro. It's a false narrative.
About
when have you never seen XL catch a slant?
I didn't say XL's name. I said receivers.
Okay, so in front of God's eyes right now, say that's not who you was talking about.
So are you asking me how about
now the nigga stuttering?
Are you saying has he never dropped a slant?
I don't believe that Xavier Legette in his 2 years as a Carolina Panther has ever dropped a slant that has been catchable the way that Bryce threw the ball. I don't believe it. This is what had y'all in a frenzy this week. This little shit right here, with all due respect, had y'all in a frenzy this week. Oh, damn, that's not even the right thing. Hold on, my fault. Let me see. Is this it? Yup, here it go. Look at this shit. A 5-yard slant route. Wow. Hey, shout out Chris Brazel, man. We know that he can run the most basic route on the fucking route tree and catch the ball in a t-shirt and shorts. Shout out Chris Brazel, though. This is what y'all gas up, bro. And I don't want it to sound like I'm taking the stance of hate on Chris Brazel, because I'm not. I hope that he's successful, and I do think that he has the chance and the potential to take this offense to another level. And transparently, it can't go no worse than what it did last year. But what I'm telling y'all is what we tell y'all all the time. And my co-host is not really standing on the proper side of this for whatever reason with me, because he just hates XL so much. We tell y'all every single season, don't succumb to the propaganda. This is propaganda. This is propaganda. This is a 5-yard slant route, and y'all were on y'all knees behind this shit for the whole day, Tuesday or Wednesday.
Bro, I think two things can be true. I think that they can see highlights of a guy and be happy or be excited about what his potential is going forward.
But
there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. But I'm just asking, as a ball knower, do we know what that results in? Because I'm saying 5 or 6 yards, but realistically, that shit looks like it was like 3 or 4 yards, honestly. So we're just like happy about a 3 or 4 yard slant in which he got wrapped up as soon. So we're just happy that the nigga can catch the football. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, because we've seen worse.
Okay, well, just make sure that you're not referring to XL. Because he had one drop all season last year. And
what about his rookie year?
What about his rookie year?
Did he have a lot of drops?
I don't recall.
Okay. Okay. Exactly. I figure.
No, it's not a lot of hate. It's not a lot of hate. That's why I said I don't want to sound like I'm hating, because I'm not hating on Chris Brazzell. Actually, no. What's his name? Dark Rome, rather. Excuse me, Dark Rome. It is a lot of hate. I'm hating on a lot of these niggas out here that's on their knees behind a 4-yard completion that results in no yak at all. That's what I'm hating on. Not on Chris Brazzell, because he can catch the football. That's phenomenal. That's great. I'm ecstatic about that. That's what we brought him in to do. But no, I'm not hating on him at all. But I'm just telling y'all to go slow. That's what I'm saying. That's my main point. Go slow. That's it. Go slow. Niggas were saying that this was the nigga that was going to take, because another piece that I didn't add of context was people were also on Twitter telling people that Chris Brazzell was going to be wide receiver 2, right? And so when people start like sounding like they smoke dope, then I'm going to come on here and it's going to sound like hate, but it's just going to be a reality check.
Don't project that on all of us.
Oh no, that wasn't intended for you. That wasn't intended for you. That was intended for what you said. What
I think that he has a good chance to be wide receiver 3.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Hey, I can live with that. If you're telling me he's going to beat XL out, I can live with that. But my whole thing is just go slow, because the last time we saw Jalen Coker touch the field, he put up a blue, nigga, a blue and a tud. So that's why I'm just saying everybody just go slow, bro, because it's just like delusion. That's it. That's it. And that's what that and when they get to saying that, that's the first highlight that I see from the nigga on a defender is a 4-yard slant. And I have people telling me that he's going to be receiver 2. And then I have you in the back of my mind just automatically thinking, oh yeah, he should give up his jersey number because XL ain't done shit with it. Like, it's just, it's just shit like that. It just kind of triggers.
Bro, you've also sent highlights in the chat of XL catching the ball against air.
Yeah, that's just for the plot.
Yeah. Oh, now it's for the plot.
That's just for the plot.
Right. Convenient.
For sure. That's just for the plot. Jay Harris, appreciate the super chat, brother.
Appreciate it.
I'm assuming that you're donating to the JJ Fund. Thank you so much. No message attached. Appreciate it. Round of applause. Shout out Jay Harris, man.
Oh, and Black has one as well. A
yes,
good
sir.
one.
I'm pulling it up right now. Round of applause. Shout out Black. Black, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate the super chat. Just saying, I haven't seen one video of Brazzell catching with his body. Hey, bro, and that's another thing too. That's another thing too, bro. That's another thing too. Where is this narrative coming from that XL catches with his body?
He does. What do you mean? You can easily pull up film and see that he catches with his body.
That's no problem. We're about to pull up his highlights right now. We're about to pull up his highlights right now. We just dropped the XL highlight tape yesterday.
So what are you about to tell me he ain't got no passes in him catching with his body?
No, I'm not telling you that there's no passes.
You don't think that there's a good bit of passes in that?
I think there's more catches with his hands than it is with his body. And so that's why I'm saying that I
It
would
doesn't
like for that
outweigh it by
narrative to
that
die.
much. It doesn't outweigh it by that much. I can promise you that.
So what? So and just like I put on Twitter the other day, and if y'all don't follow me on Twitter, do that right now. I don't even know what my handle
What
is.
does it mean when
so people
somebody is
find it.
catching with their body?
But my whole thing is, what does it mean? Yeah, what does it mean when somebody is catching with their body? When this, hold on, let me finish. When this is the same nigga that y'all ragged on year one for not being able to catch the ball at all. When I tried to tell y'all the whole time he was injured, right? Because the drops didn't increase until we then find out he potentially may have needed wrist surgery. Then we find out he actually did have ankle surgery, right? So the drops only increased then. But fuck all of that. We won't even give him excuse for the drops. We'll just say, okay, the
Even though
drops were a thing.
even though you already did, but go ahead.
But we'll just say the drops were a thing. Hey, no problem, right? And that's what the fan base was on his ass about. So then he comes back in year two and he only has one drop on the entire season. Now, that's not good enough anymore. Any longer, that's no longer good enough. And now it's, he has to stop catching with his body. He got to catch it with his hand. Y'all want the nigga to catch the ball, yes or no?
Well, the thing is, listen, if from somebody that you know football, and if you go ask any receiver that has played at somewhat a high level, that they will tell you, I'm happy that he catches the ball regardless if he catches the ball. But someone that continues to catch the ball with their body does it because they're not as sure with their hands. They don't trust their hands as much to get. No, that is 100% true. You can go ask any receiver and they will tell you that. And then there's a lot of times that catching with your body, like there can be more plays made if you're a sure catcher of the ball with your hands. Because a lot of the times when you're catching with your body, you're just letting it reel in. You're just letting it fall into your breadbasket instead of going out to get it. A lot more plays can be made if you're actually catching the ball with your hands. That's 100% true.
That's no problem. Hey, this is probably the best catch that he had all year.
Yeah, and did you see the first one that you skipped by?
No. This is a fucking touchdown. Excuse me. This is a touchdown. This is throw it up and let me go get Toto.
Hey, can you go show the first play of the highlight? Because I know you tried to skip by that.
The first game of the season, bro. And all we need right here in this moment is a first down. We're trying to execute offensively.
Okay, right.
That's all.
And this is the same game you put his ass out of bounds? Is that the same one?
We're down 20 points on the road week one. Yeah, let me just get the first down, nigga. Let me just get the first down because I already done dicked off all game.
Yeah, but you done made
bounds. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And
lining up wrong.
So then my whole thing is, so everybody wants to talk about body catches, but I guess this play doesn't exist, right? This play doesn't exist.
You're showing me one. The first one of the highlight was with his body. The first one of the highlight was with his body.
But what resulted in damn it 6? What you like saying? What you like saying? When the church's money was on the line, what do you do? Nigga, Bryce, throw the hoe up. I got it, nigga. I'm X. Y'all forgot. Yeah, nigga. Easy money. Easy. And then not only did he just make the catch, fuck nigga, give me head. Pussy. Look, I'm just telling you what I see. Look,
bro,
pussy.
can we just go past like you're harping on this play?
My fault. You're right. I'll go past the next one. Hands. Hands. Look already.
Look, body. His hands are not extended. His hands are tucked. His hands are tucked by his side.
You don't even see the ball. Look, hands.
Look, his body, his hands
extend. Bring it to my body and get up. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
y'all niggas hate on him, bro. Y'all, excuse me, slow motion. Here we go. This is a better angle, better version, I think. This is a better angle. First of all, come here. Run the route properly. Look, yes, nigga. My hands are extended from my body. I snatch it into my body. That's a hands catch. Pull it in, catch that hole here, bring it into my body. Hands catch. Yes or no? Here we go. Another angle. Yes, body. Nigga. Need that. Okay, well, I'm sorry that the angle is from behind. What do you see in this angle? Is this a hands catch or a body catch? And before you answer, chat, this answer is gonna tell me if we're gonna continue with the video or not. Continue with the highlight.
This is what I deem a hands catch.
Okay. But nigga, it don't matter what you deem. It don't matter what you deem to be a hands catch. So now his hands got to be flipped over the opposite way.
No,
he got to catch it. First is he got to catch it. So then he starts catching it. Then he has to catch it with his body. He can't catch it with his body. He got to catch it with his hands. Now a hands catch has to be this way. It can't be this way. And you know what I'm saying? It can't be this way. Now it has y'all. That's what I be saying, bro. Y'all niggas just hate Excel. And the faster we can get to a point in which we just admit it, the better off life will be. If y'all just say we hate the nigga. Oh, excuse me. I think this is another hands catch, if I'm not mistaken, that results in a touchdown.
No, that was a good catch.
You know what I'm saying? Cool. Let's fast forward and get through it because we only got 33 minutes left. We got a hard out, chat. Another hands catch, and that's the way that you like. He did it the way you like.
I like that. Yeah, that's good. I like that.
So what I'm telling you in doing all of this, and we're gonna just keep going through it because the video isn't that long. What I'm telling you is this a narrative that he's a body catcher and it's this and that. It's false. This is another hands catch.
It's not false.
Another hands catch on the move. 1st and 10. Get in front of get ahead of the sticks. This was his best game last year. This one, I hope that there's a replay on this one because I think that this is a hands catch, the one that Terrence likes. Above his head, bitch, first of all, you're just way too little to guard me. I'm gonna mash you off the fucking line. He's holding me.
He didn't even mash him. That's not even you're not even looking at the right.
My fault.
Like, bro,
my fault.
That's
JT.
sad, bro.
My bad. My fault. My bad. Yeah, I mean,
that's not a hand. That's not a hands catch.
Well, Terrence, can I ask you a question? Like, how is he gonna catch this as a hand?
Yeah.
How? The nigga is holding him.
I'm just telling you.
He's holding him.
You the one told me that it was a hands catch.
He's holding the nigga. I can't even catch that as a hand. A great ball placement by 9, by the way. That's the only way that you can catch that ball. Cool. Let's move on to the next play.
Let me see.
Oh
my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Body.
Behind him. Throw the fucking ball. Hey, excuse me. Throw the ball better and it won't have to be body. Throw the ball better, lead me, and don't throw the bitch behind me. And guess what? We can have a hands catch. But oh no, we want to throw the ball behind and give the cornerback a chance after I've already fucked him at the top of the route. No worries. I'll still come up with the catch because that's what I do. And y'all niggas lost the plot when I had a bad rookie season. Next play. Cool. This one.
Body.
I mean, yeah. Well, okay.
It was a shit ball.
Okay.
Well, no, actually, it was a good ball because
he would have got killed if he would have let him.
Yeah.
But I mean, can we just admit and agree that there's no other way to catch that? There's no other way to catch that when you have to come back to the ball, bro. And the situation matters as well. Like, nigga, this is to ice the game, bro. I'm going to do everything in my power to not get killed by this safety over top and to make this catch. Because niggas already think I can't catch. There's nothing that I can do about that. Right or wrong. So the plays that he can catch with his hands so far, he has done it. But we'll keep going. Now that one is bad. Yes, that one is bad. You catch this with your hands, you don't have a chance for this to get broken up.
Because the thing is one, you're gonna go back towards it a little bit, and if you catch it with your hands out front, you might even have a chance to make a play.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Cool, no problem.
Body. I mean,
this is another one. That's a possession catch. I'm in the middle of the zone. Possession catch. I feel the linebacker bearing down.
Bro, we're not arguing all of that extra shit.
You know
we're just telling you that he's more of a body catcher. Look.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all it is, bro.
That's a great catch. It's very.
Oh my god, he's stretched out catch. Again, bro.
I mean, Terrence, are they gonna let him get tackled illegally with the nigga leading with his head like he's Odell Beckham against Josh Norman? Like, and what do you know? No penalty flag. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, so it's just, so I'm doing this as a social experiment, bro, because the amount of shit that y'all find on this guy is just preposterous to me. But we'll keep going. He's mad now that Excel got. Oh, this is probably one of the best. Oh no, this isn't it. But again, on one of the better cornerbacks in the NFL, I'm frying you, nigga, and my hands are extended from my body. I pull the football into my body after I catch it with my hands, secure it with this cornerback bearing down on me. Hands catch if I've ever seen it in my life. This one, another hand catch. And after this one, we can just fucking move on because there's nothing else to be said.
Why do we have to move on after this one? Because you're scared. Because what I told you was you were like, there's gonna be some hand catches. I was like, yes, but there's not gonna be a lot more hands catches than they are body catches.
I've seen maybe two. I've seen maybe two bad body catches the whole tape so far. And I mean, if this ain't a hand catch, I ain't never seen one. In my life.
But you've seen an equal number of body catches and hand catches.
No, I've seen when the church's money on the line, the nigga go get money with his hands. All of his touchdowns have been hands catches. That. Well, I mean, shit is more than the nigga can say. That just got drafted. Let me see what he do on this one. So I guess this was just a hands day for the nigga. I guess Atlanta was just a hands day for him. My whole point and purpose in this shit right here is to tell y'all to stop succumbing to peer pressure and propaganda. Because him being a body catcher, I don't know when that narrative started, but even if he is a nigga catching a rock, yes or no?
But all we're saying is more plays can be made when you're using your hands.
I want to go back and watch the Chris Brazzle video since we're so obsessed with hand catches.
Go back, go watch one. The first highlight you see might be with his hands, body.
Oh, I mean, if we can get a better thrown ball by our quarterback here, and
he's under pressure. Do you not see him get dropped?
Let me finish. I was about to say, I will say he got fucked. But again, this is a situation in which we have no choice but to come back to this football. And I don't even know if this is necessarily body. His body is falling,
bro.
This is arms. This is hands and arms, bro. What do you? Hey, there's no winning. Hey, Xavier Legette, if you're watching this video, little bro, keep doing what you're doing. Them niggas gonna hate regardless, bro. That's all I can say. Like, you know what I'm saying? An underthrown ball by 9. I come back and make a play. It's a problem because it's quote unquote body. Let's see what happens on this one. What are we grading that one as?
Body.
Okay.
Body. Oh my God. Oh, here he is. Hey, cut it off, bro. I'm trying to see every other highlight. I mean, he just act like he gets shot in the.
But is it not reasonable, bro? This nigga damn near hyperextended his ACL out of the socket.
Yes, bro. But everyone
against Green Bay, he damn near died like DeMar.
All right. Body again. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of body catches in there. So I think what the fans are saying is absolutely true.
It's not. It's unrealistic expectations. It's unfair. It's unfair expectations. Y'all complain about him not catching the ball. Then he catches the ball. Now it's the way that he catches the ball. Now, by your metrics, now, even if he catches it with his hands, now they have to be flipped over a certain way. I'm not.
That's not what I said. I'm just telling you what's classified as a hands catch versus a body catch. And if you go ask anyone who's played football at a high level, a receiver, so to speak, they will tell you that what's the difference between a hands catch and a body catch. And someone that catches with their body isn't as sure of their hands.
Okay. Nigga said, how much is XL paying you off? Nothing. He's not paying me shit. I'm just telling y'all, bro. Like, we just have to have realistic conversations and we have to be honest with each other. Hey, excuse me. This podcast was built on honesty. The reason why we are who we are in the space is because we express the truth and we tell the truth at a higher clip and differently than other people do, and it's why y'all fuck with us. So if that is the standard, then I'm gonna keep that 1,000 no matter what happens, no matter who it is, and especially when it's my co-host who I know has the ability to tell the truth, who I know has the ability to create correct narratives and true narratives, especially when he comes on lying and saying stuff like, "Oh, he's just a body catcher, he's this and that." It has to go check because we have to be truthful. That's it,
Bro. You went and checked, and the highlights proved it. I'm not. I literally said before the highlights even started, I'm happy that he catches the ball, but more plays can be made if you're catching with your hands when you have the opportunity to do so, instead of always catching with your body. That's it.
Fair. I mean, okay.
It's nothing wrong with that. Especially, and I told Carter, show me his huddle. We're in the same place, brother.
Round of applause. Shout out Carter on the super chat. He says, Terrence, show the huddle.
Yeah, I said show me his. We both play. Well, I play high school football. I don't know if you play high school football. I guess you play baseball. But yeah, we're in the same place. We went to ECU for drinking. And now we're both in the same area.
Making a fuck ton of trouble, both of y'all. And if y'all want to send me something directly, y'all can. Hey, Carter, appreciate the super chat, brother. Let me go through the chat real quick. What do we got? We got 22 minutes.
Blasito ain't having it, bro.
Let me see. I'm gonna get the Blasito. I just went to the damn super chat. I'm scrolling through. If there anything.
Hey, Carter, I went in scholarship as well. A couple of them. And my job is paying back the other part.
Look at this shit. Y'all are funny, bro. Hey, the only thing I'm gonna ask is that y'all keep the same energy,
bro. If everybody is saying the same thing, then you know there has to be some truth to it.
Look,
and it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing.
Oh, Blasito is hot. Hey, Blasito, nigga, you just like Terrence, nigga. Y'all hate X, and that's okay. I'm just saying that y'all living y'all's truth. Ain't that what they say? Ain't that's the key word nowadays? That's the key word nowadays, right? Hey, living in your truth, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's no longer what is actually true and what is actually a lie and a false narrative. Now it's about everybody else having their own truth. So just living y'all's truth. The only thing I'm requesting is that y'all live in y'all's truth and just say that y'all hate Xavier Legette. And my co-host actually told me that he was going to come on and say that this podcast. Oh, please lie so I can pull the messages.
What did I say? Because provide context.
I don't know. We were just in a heated debate and discussion in the group chat, and you said if I say I hate X player, then you would come on here and say that you hate Xavier Legette. And I said, well, nigga, I don't think that you about it, and I don't think you're gonna stand on business. Because so you do it first. Because they damn near already know how I feel.
Because I don't hate them. Just because you're pointing out, like, just because you're assessing someone's ability, that doesn't mean that you hate them.
Okay.
The same way we do everybody else. But obviously, XL, his is a little more heightened because the whole fan base is like,
on his dick and hating on him. Yeah. Now I'm just on my knees. Well, they told me I'm on my knees behind X. They told me I'm blowing bubbles on his shit. But I'm just being honest. This is what honesty, and this is why, like, bro, you have to like dare to be different and dare to tell the truth. Because even when it gets hard with groupthink and propaganda surrounding, you stand 10 toes in the fire, and you just have to be prepared. Hey, Blasito, I'm not gonna lie to you. You don't want to bring up Tet with me. You don't want to bring up Nala with me because I love him. Offensive rookie of the year, over 1,000 yards, set the rookie receiving in record. But that nigga had 7 or 8 drops that y'all don't like talking about last year too. But it was because he produced he produced more. So I get it. It's okay. But when we have those conversations about body catching and dropping passes and all of that shit, hold Tetherall McMillan to the same standard as well. Y'all don't do that. Y'all don't do that, and that's okay because I get it. He produced at a much larger clip and a much higher clip.
I think two things can be true.
Yeah, two things can be true, but don't just exempt and absolve the information. Is what I'm saying.
Nobody's doing that. If you're not bringing it up in topic of the conversation, no, I'm not going to mention it. But he did have a lot of drops last year. But also, when you go look at his drops versus his production, if we're comparing his drops to XL's, like we're saying that a guy in one season has had probably more yards than XL has had in his 3 years here, then there's not really
2
much that
years.
you can really say.
2 years.
2 years. Oh, okay. Thank you. That makes it so
See,
much more better.
this is why y'all force me to defend X the way I do, because there's niggas in the fan base like this guy. Shout out Dark Rome, appreciate you tuning in and participating in the chat. But y'all can't give this shit up. Y'all can't give this a break, nigga. We won what 5 games in 2024 or 2020? Yeah, 2024. What did we win? 5 games. Everybody wants to harp on the Philly game and trust me when I tell you, I was just as livid as y'all. But bro, we're 2 years removed from that shit. And if he would have caught that ball with the way that defense had produced that season as a whole, the worst defense in NFL history, I'm not even 100% confident that we would have won the fucking game. So y'all just have to give it a break, bro.
It doesn't matter, though. You can't go jump to that.
I think that Terrence, if y'all want me to be honest, I think that part of the reason why Terrence still hates XL is because of the same exact game, Dark Rome. I think so. And what I'm telling y'all is to give it a fucking break, because for whatever reason, we don't talk about last year. Y'all still like bringing up drops. That shit happened 2 years ago. There was a whole season of football that had been played, and y'all don't acknowledge that. Y'all don't talk about that. And I understand and I get it, because I'm the same way when I have a severe disdain for a person or a player that plays for my organization. I'm the same way. It's hard to get a certain taste out of my mouth. Pause. It just is. So I understand and I get it. I do. Trust me. Let me see. Look, bro. Just telling you, look, but it happened.
Yeah, that sounds about right, Black.
Now it's that. Let's go to Juice. We have about 15 minutes and some change left. Let's go to Juice real quick. I'll start mine off. This is a plus 750, and you have to get it in now, because I didn't go with the same rules about it having to be live after Tuesday. Like, nah, nigga, we're live right now. It goes on document right now. Y'all can hear it and listen to it right now. Plus 750. Malkel Bridges to score 10 points. Julian Champagnie to score 2 to make 2 plus 3.
So you're doing games from tonight?
1,000%. Julian Champagnie, 2 made threes. New York Knicks minus 2.5. Carolina Hurricanes tomorrow plus 1.5. And USA money line to open up the World Cup on Friday at 9 p.m. That is a plus 750. Get it in right now while you can. Let me go look and see if there's any names that I can't pronounce on Dylan's ticket. Okay, he did a straight money line ticket. I can pronounce all of these names. Shout out Dylan. This is a 4-leg plus 413. USA money line, Mexico money line, Switzerland money line, and Scotland money line. $10 gets you $41.30. Go get it in. Go lock it in right now.
All right, I guess it's my time. All right, plus 421. Carolina Hurricanes money line against the Knights. That's tomorrow. Mexico money line against South Africa. That's Thursday. USA money line against Paraguay. Paraguay? Is that how you pronounce their name?
Paraguay.
USA money line versus them. Plus 421. Very easy 3-leg parlay.
That's an easy show. That's an easy show there. Hurricanes got to get their job done. All right, here we go. Am I doing too much? And I actually want to start just making this your segment. So I present the questions. Am I doing too much? And you answer. It's on you. Carter is stupid as fuck. Am I doing too much? If I say the Panthers need to trade one of their wide receivers.
I mean, who are you going to trade? Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because who are you going to trade? You have
the only answer is
Jalen Coker or XL.
I think it would be X. you're not going to trade Jalen Coker. They would be dumb as hell if they traded Jalen Coker. So I think it would be X. So am I doing too much by saying the Panthers should trade wide receiver Xavier Legette? That's how I'll present the question. That's doing too much?
Yes. I mean, it is like, what are you gonna get for him?
I would say that there's a case to be made that you can make a fourth round, that you can get a fourth round pick from him. Look, oh my God, bro. Hey, and this is how y'all react, bro. This is how y'all niggas react, bro. It's so funny, bro. It's just so crazy to me, bro. It's just so funny and crazy to me that this is how y'all react behind niggas that y'all like don't like. But then anytime somebody says anything about fucking Jonathon Brooks, right? Or somebody of that that nature, then y'all are gonna try and kill niggas behind them. It's just weird, bro. It's just weird. Like, we can't even have a regular conversation, and now we're this. This is what FPFO is. We're a Xavier Legette fan club only. So maybe we'll change our name from FPFO to FPF XL, whatever the fuck. Maybe
I guess they clearly probably don't watch any of the other content, but shout out to y'all.
I mean, I will argue that couldn't be further from the truth. We have discourse about what's going on in the Panther space. And one of us on this podcast hates him, and one of us takes the stance that you need to give him one more season to see if he's really, really ass, or if he really can do something with the opportunity that he's been given. So, but yeah, we suck off Xavier Legette at FPFO. Black, yes, we did in last week's episode. Let me see. Do I have anything else? No, not really. Going back to that Blueprint episode, I will say that I love the collaboration from the front office and the coaching staff. This is something that I've been extremely vocal about for the past 3 years. It is very, very apparent that everybody is doing everything in their power to be on the same page, have open dialogue, be receptive to everybody's information and ideas. And for me personally, I think that is what breeds a successful program and a successful organization. So shout out to the Carolina Panthers for that. I will also come on here and tell y'all that the Blueprint also showed me that David Tepper is probably just as much as involved as he was 2 or 3 years ago. The only difference is now we're starting to see success, but I saw him. He's front and center in the war room. Yes, nigga, we're checking. We're talking to Dave. We're doing all of those things. So I just want to point that out as well. Let me see. I think that's all I have. If y'all want to do Q&A, we'll open up the floor for Q&A for 5 minutes. 5-minute Q&A. It needs to be a super chat. I don't even care if it's 99 cents.
I think if we could, but what tight end could you get?
I guess this is going to be the one freebie.
With a 4th round pick from XL.
Where are you at? Oh, right here on Josh. This is who you're talking about?
Yes.
This is a great point. He did, and we shipped him off, and then niggas were begging for him to come back. You'd get better production if you traded him. Better production from who? This nigga right here. We're exposing all Xavier Legette haters tonight. This nigga right here falls under the Terrence umbrella. This nigga right here falls under the Terrence umbrella. A nigga that hates Xavier Legette. Production in what regard?
You get Jimmy Horn more. You get Jimmy Horn more opportunities. Chris Brazzell.
Oh, we want to say Jimmy Horn, and we want to say Jimmy Horn and talk about drops? Nigga had the biggest drop biggest drop of the season last year, and we want to talk about him, and we want to talk about production and to replace Xavier Legette.
He didn't have
are we
as
not
much.
mature enough to have that conversation?
He didn't have the opportunities. We even came to that conclusion that he just did not have the opportunities. Which, when he did have some drops.
Yeah, cool.
He also
1000%.
had some big catches as well.
Yeah, he did. But when the church's money was on the line in the playoffs with 55 seconds left, what happened?
Hey.
But again, it's a nigga that y'all like. So I know we can't talk about it. We can't have that conversation. I get it. We'll move on. But that's how y'all do. I'm here to expose all of the fake shit.
How do we? What do we do? He should have caught the ball. Yes, he should have caught the ball. You can also say he should have got more opportunities. I'm just going based on what he said. So you get better production if you traded him, and I'm just saying that opens the door for a guy like Jimmy Horn and for a guy like Chris Brazzell to get more opportunities. Now, who's to say that you're going to
get production?
No, I was about to finish. Who's going to say that they can outproduce Xavier Legette? But you never know. They just don't get the opportunities, or Jimmy Horn just didn't get the opportunities.
That's fair. Yes. Lucito, yes, 1000%. I need y'all to understand something, and I want to be very, very clear here as we wrap up, because we're at 8:26, so we have 7 minutes. I want to be very, very clear here. Because what happens is when somebody is so staunch on one side, i.e. Terrence and his hatred for Xavier Legette, it makes it come off as if I'm just sucking his cock. When in all actuality the reality is, if you are a consistent viewer, which Blasito, I know that you are, the reality of the situation is I've been just as tough on Xavier Legette throughout his 2 or 3 years here. But it gets to a point in where it's just like, bro, it can't be everything that he does. Y'all are mad at the way he fucking walks. Y'all are mad at the way he talks. Y'all are mad at the money that he makes off the field. Y'all are mad at him.
Who was mad at that?
Excuse me. Y'all are mad at him dropping the football. Y'all are mad at him catching the football. Y'all are mad at him for catching the ball with his body. Y'all are mad at him for not running the exactly perfect route on a catch that results in a touchdown. So the only thing that I'm saying is, the only position that I have is that I understand that it's frustrating, but just like we had to go through severe growing pains with Bryce Young, and y'all wanted to continue to give him opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. Just like y'all were ready to suck off Jonathon Brooks after 2 years of nothingness, with all due respect. Right, all of these players that you guys have more patience for and more tolerance for, the only thing that I'm coming to the forefront and saying is that give Xavier Legette the same grace that y'all give everybody else. That's the only point that I'm making. So y'all position it as if, I'm sucking him off, or it may come off as that because y'all's hatred for him far, far outweighs the love that he gets from this fan base, outweighs the love and support. It does. And so anybody that challenges and rivals y'all's opinion on what Xavier Legette provides to this organization, and what he could potentially be, y'all see it as, we're just blowing dick. And that's not the stance or my stance at all. Not in the slightest. I'm just telling y'all, the same way y'all give other people grace, same way y'all have patience for other people, like a Teteroa McMillan, who had 7 or 8 drops last year. Just saying, do the same exact thing for Xavier Legette. That's all I'll say.
Okay, well, can you acknowledge this? That do you think? Well, I'm not gonna say do you think. I know based on the moves that's been made, that the front office is probably growing frustrated with him as well, as far as his lack of production, i.e., why they went and got a Teteroa McMillan last year with the number 8 pick. Why they also went and drafted when did they draft Chris Brazzell?
In the third round.
In the third round. So it's like the fan base isn't the only place or the only group that's like growing frustrated with his lack of production on the field, but it's also the front office as well. And I would argue that it's probably also Bryce Young to a certain extent into why that he's targeting these other guys more than Xavier Legette in certain situations.
Yes.
So I mean, this is not coming out of nowhere.
It's not coming out of nowhere, but I'm just saying that y'all, my whole point is that y'all hate the nigga and y'all don't like admitting it, So y'all position it as if he has all of these problems when in all actuality, the problems aren't as large as y'all try and make it. That's what I'm telling you. We've had this conversation on multiple occasions, which is what I can't allow you to do is like allow you to come on here and you personally act like I suck Xavier Legette off. Because you know the conversations that we have behind closed doors, and you know the conversations that we've had on camera about Xavier Legette and what my expectations are for him. We've had the conversation about the front office proving a point and sending a message to him by drafting Tedero McMillan in the first round 2 years ago.
What's wrong with people pointing that out? Like, that's what I don't understand.
There's nothing wrong with y'all pointing it out. There's nothing wrong with y'all. Excuse me. And this is what I'll say too. There's nothing wrong with anything a fan does when they're being fans, in my opinion, because I'm the most vocal, loud, rambunctious personality that you're going to find in the space, and holding players accountable or being on a totally opposite end of the spectrum. So I'll say that there's nothing wrong with what y'all are doing. I'm just telling y'all that I don't respect it, because when it's other people in certain situations, then y'all tend to have a much, much, much longer leash for these niggas. And it can't be that this nigga does every single thing wrong. There's nothing wrong with wanting more production from him as a wide receiver. There's nothing wrong with wanting to see him progress and get better year in and year out. There's nothing wrong with you being upset with the receiver that had a drop problem 2 years ago. But where it comes, where the line becomes blurred is when we're still relying or we're still harping on a drop problem from 2 years ago, right? But we don't acknowledge what he did last year. Y'all bitch moaned and complained about the drop problem 2 years ago. He came back and fixed it with one drop on the fucking season, and nobody said a word. It's still the narrative that, oh, he can't catch, right? So then when we fix it, now the narrative is, oh, he's a body catcher. So that's why it's just frustrating.
And I don't understand why you're trying to tie me to these narratives when my stance has been the whole time with Xavier Legette, and I'm getting exhausted saying it, is that my whole thing has been whatever he does off the field, happy for him, making his money, go get your bag. As a young black man, football isn't going to last you the rest of your life. So definitely dibble and dabble into things that are going to get you paid outside of football. And what the problem that I have is the media continues to broadcast those things. And when those things start to outweigh production, then that's when it becomes a problem. And that's what it's been so far. And that's the reason why I'm frustrated. Regardless if he fixed the drop problems or not, there were still a lot of other problems that you could point to last year that he had outside of the drop problems, like lining up wrong and things of that sort. Pitching the ball backwards and all of this other stuff. Like those, it's other things that you can point to, but that's not as a big of a deal to me. Is that I continue to see someone in the media for doing this and doing that, which in the grand scheme of things is nice, but also your production level on the field isn't balancing out the things that you're doing off the field. That's all. That's the problem that I have, and I've said that since day one.
Okay, that's fair. So you just had to get the brunt of their force then.
Pretty much, I guess.
You had to get the no. I'm telling you, you had to get the smoke from, because you're like the voice of the Xavier hate.
But that's what you like to paint the narrative.
But I guess you don't like when I say the Xavier hate, but it's just not necessarily you. You're just the one that I can talk to directly and communicate with. But a lot of the shit that I'm talking about is not necessarily directly at you, but you're just the voice for the people that stand on that side. And unfortunately, you got to get what comes with this shit.
And then y'all keep feeding me videos of these things and that he's doing like on the field and like, what am I supposed to do? If I'm analyzing the video, I'm not just supposed to sit back and be like, yeah, perfect route, perfect catch. Oh yeah, that looked great.
No, excuse me. Yeah. The only request that I have is that you just do the same thing with him that you do with Chris Brazzell. Is that too much to ask?
I haven't seen anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, cool. So first you were fed up with the amount of videos you were getting where he was doing on field, and now you haven't seen anything. Okay, no worries.
Well, I haven't seen anything production-wise.
I get it. I understand. Round of applause. Shout out, Bud. Appreciate the question and the super chat. What worries you most about the offense and defense? And then we'll wrap up here. Terrence, I'll let you take the floor first.
What worries you the most about the offense and the defense? I think with the offense, it's just if I'm going to a position group, the lack of production in the tight end room. I think that that's something that worries me the most. And then also, as we know what Rico Dowdle and Chuba Hubbard was last year, I think something that gives me a little bit of a cause for pause. And as we've seen throughout this offseason, Jonathon Brooks has looked good throughout the offseason. But something that gives me a little bit of worry is given his injury history plus Chuba's injury history, that if God forbid if either one of them were to get hurt, like what do we have left? So I think a lot of our offense is banking on that running back room that has suffered injuries. So those are the two things on the offense. The defense, I'm gonna say the secondary and the linebacker room. When I say the secondary, it's more so of two guys that I'm referring to, or two position groups, which is like nickel and safety. Because I think Mike Jackson and JC, like for the most part, and Trayvon Merring, like things are gonna be solid there. But when you have that question mark at nickel, and then you have Nick Scott at safety, who he's just not the best, and I think that we could have got better there in the offseason and we didn't. So that's something that gives me cause for pause. And then Trevin Wallace is still like you got Devin Lloyd, but you still have Trevin Wallace. And that's no disrespect to Trevin Wallace. It's just given what he's done over the past couple of years. It's like how much can you actually trust him in that position, especially when you built this team as a structure now to be very productive this year and make a deep playoff run, in my opinion.
Great answer. Great answer. For me, obviously some of the things that uh I'm gonna say Terrence touched on already. For me, offensively, I'm actually kind of nervous about what the offensive line will look like. We know that Robert Hunt got hurt last year. For the better part of the season, I don't even think he ended up returning, did he? In the playoffs, yeah, he did for the
Yeah, he
playoffs, but
did. Yeah.
that yeah, so he ended up returning for the playoffs, but so that was a hole that was able to be filled by guys like Brady Christensen. What's the other guy's name, man? K Mays, things like that. You could do a couple of other things with that in that regard. For me personally, the reason why it kind of gives me cause for pause on the offensive line is because Ikem Ekwonu was down. Another thing that I always make a point to tell fans when we have the discussion about the offensive line, specifically with when you look at this guy's contract, but Robert Hunt didn't look like the best version of himself last year before the injury. If you look at the two games against Jacksonville and Arizona on the road, weeks 1 and 2 last year, when Robert Hunt was healthy, he didn't look like the best version of himself. At times, I would argue that he was honestly a liability to some of the things that we had going on. And so when you look at that, you look at Taylor Moton and, some of the chronic knee injuries and elbow injuries and things like that he has going on. You look at some of the depth that you lost over the offseason. I think that a lot of people are not having the conversation and the discussion about the offensive line as much as they should, and we're included in that. But I think that we need to make sure that over the summer we know what we're going to do. I know that you drafted Monroe. I absolutely love the addition of Sam Hecht as well. I think that he's going to be your starting center, but we need to make sure that we have our shit in order because you have a lot of money about to be placed on your franchise quarterback at the end of next season. And so you want to make sure that you're giving him the best ability or the best opportunity to perform at peak performance and at his highest level. So I'm a little worried about the offense in that regard, offensive line for sure. Like Terrence said, lack of production in the tight end room. I have to see a huge step forward from all of the young guys in that room, specifically Jatavion Sanders and Mitchell Evans, because I don't believe that Tommy Tremble is a starting caliber tight end in the NFL. I know that the front office differs from my opinion in that regard, but I just don't see it, and I haven't seen it over the past 4 or 5 years since he's been a Panther. And so that's something that we have to see and have heading into the season, and really just the group as a whole just has to be better, right? We talk about a team that won 8 football games last year But we're talking about when you look at the grand scheme of things and you put it all under a microscope, this offense was ranked 28th overall in the league. So there's a lot left to be desired in that room as a whole. And I think the uncertainty that you have with what Jonathon Brooks is going to be, if he can stay healthy or not, things like that, I think that that's going to play a part into some of the things that we have going on as well. So offensively, that's where I'm at. Defensively, I'll just stay on one position group and just say the linebackers. I am very, very nervous about the linebackers. Devin Lloyd is an all-pro. I think that we know what we're going to get from him. I think that you went out and you spent the money that was necessary to fill that void, specifically with Christian Roseboom going on the road, down to Tampa Bay and him being a Buccaneer now. So you had a hole to fill. You fill it with Devin Lloyd, but I'm still not 100% certain that Trevin Wallace has what it takes to play week in and week out at this level as a starting linebacker in the NFL. I'm not. With that, there's a significant lack of depth. So like Terrence mentioned, if one of those guys goes down, I'm just not 100% sure what you do in that situation. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you brought back what's
Isaiah
my guy's
Simmons.
name? Yeah, you brought back Isaiah Simmons, but what's the guy that I like?
Claudius, Sherless.
Yeah, you brought back Sherless. So he's gonna have some juice.
Income, I think they brought back.
Income, yeah, but a lot of guys that just don't necessarily, you don't want to see a lot of these guys playing a significant amount of snaps, specifically when the football matters. So I think that it's imperative that the Carolina Panthers do their due diligence over the summer as well to see what will be available as cuts begin to happen. And then, just taking a look at the free agent market and just seeing what's available, because I think that room needs significant help still. I think that you bringing in Devin Lloyd is going to be huge. I think you're gonna see a huge uptick in production in that room. But also, before Trevin Wallace got hurt, he was taking strides, but he got hurt. And so we weren't really able to see a full body of work from him, which has been the problem for him over the past 2 seasons. He hasn't been able to finish. So the linebacker room definitely gives me cause for pause, and we're gonna have to see what we have there. But that's where I'm at from an offense and defensive standpoint. I don't think by any stretch of the imagination this is the complete product. And I know that I come in here and I gas up and I say certain things like the video that dropped about Bryce Young coming out in the rain and checking niggas and all of that. But this isn't by any stretch of the imagination a complete team yet. There are still significant holes to fill. I think that people are sleeping on that Ikem Ekwonu injury. Because you went out and got Monroe Freeling in the first round, and that was huge. That was major. I think he's going to be a very, very productive starting offensive tackle in the NFL. And you went out and you signed Buddy from Green Bay. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. Forgive me. Rasheed Walker. Yep. But there's still holes. There's still holes there, and you don't know what that room is going to look like from a cohesion standpoint. So. Don't for one second think that this is a complete product. We still have a lot of work to do. And it's very, very early. I mean, we haven't even got to training camp yet. I think the Panthers wrap up or they go mandatory. Mandatory begins tomorrow, the 9th through the 11th. So they have mandatory mini camp starting tomorrow. And it will conclude on Thursday. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure to tap in with all your local beat writers, Sheena, Vashti, Joe, Mike, Alex Zetlow. Make sure to tap in with all of those guys and gals to stay up to date on what's going on during mandatory minicamp. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Make sure to tap in with us on social media. For Panthers fans only, I genuinely appreciate you guys being interactive in the chat, making things a little bit easier on us in our world and having those conversations. Again, tap in with us on social media as you see down below. We will give you guys an update on what we're going to do next week. I think that we're going to have to pre-record, but we will let y'all know. Again, make sure to stay tapped into the social media so you guys can know what we have going on as it pertains to schedule and things like that. We will be back in studio in about a month, still working some things out. With that, trust me, it'll be worth the wait. That's what I'll say. It'll be worth the wait. So please just continue to be patient with us. Shout out to everybody that continues to show love, support, loyalty, shit like that. Got anything?
That's it.
It's a wrap, man.
Tune
Y'all go
into the game.
Yeah, most definitely. I saw a couple of people hating on the NBA and things like that, bro. Trust me, I'm one of those guys that have gotten away from being able to watch the NBA once or twice a week to only the playoffs now. But these playoffs have been lit as hell, and this finals is embodying that for sure. So definitely tune in to Game 3. And again, appreciate y'all tuning in. Talk to y'all very soon. Peace.